How to quit your 9-to-5 job and become a real estate wholesaler full-time. Hey, what's going on everyone? Devin Knupp here, back at you with a brand new video, and I wanted to talk about the best way and the most efficient way to get out of your full-time job and be able to make a living out of your real estate wholesaling business. And so here and there I get a couple of DMs saying like, hey Devin, like I decided that I'm going to quit my full-time job and do this full-time. And I gotta say that is pretty ballsy to do, but it's not what I really recommend most of you to do. So if you're either going to college right now or you got a 9-to-5 job, you got something that takes up a lot of your time and it's kind of like a long-term commitment, just keep doing it. Like, don't quit out on what the income that you're already making or your education if you haven't gotten results yet. So what I would do is kind of just do wholesaling on the side and kind of prove to yourself that you can get results and prove to others around you. So maybe even if you can only spend like 2 hours or 3 hours a day, just go out there and consistently keep showing up. After you've closed a couple of deals and the numbers make sense, then decide to move over to real estate wholesaling. Maybe about the time where you'd make the same amount of money at your job or your future job if you're gonna keep going to college on the side. And then if it makes about the same amount of money, then decide to make some sort of decision that's more life altering. So for those of you that's trying to have this business as a full-time thing, like I said, just try to put in a couple hours every single day. And the best thing, the best use for your time, if you do have a 9-to-5 job, would probably to do a little bit more expensive marketing, just for the fact of being able to have more things work for you versus having to spend all the time to make it work and find the leads. So what I mean by this is if you have the budget allowed to do so, then I would go out there and do something along the lines of direct mail or maybe ringless voicemail drops. So that way those all go out while you're working and while you're at a 9-to-5 job, and the time that you're working, these drops are happening and it's kind of saving you a lot of time and making it so you're talking to more sellers versus trying to find sellers in the first place. So obviously you have to be able to do what your budget allows for, but that would probably be the best route to go if you already have an income. You just maybe spend a little bit less money every single month. A lot of you guys have a job and have no money whatsoever. Maybe just quit spending so much money every month and have the ability to send out these types of marketing. Now, obviously, if you're really tight on things and it doesn't make sense to do direct mail or ringless voicemail, then obviously go down the route of something along the lines of cold calling. Obviously, it's gonna take a lot more of your work to find seller leads in the first place, but it's gonna be a lot cheaper, it's gonna be a lot more cost effective, but you're gonna have to put in a lot of time and hours to be able to get results. And as time goes on, just keep doing this on the side. Even if you close like 1 or 2 deals, probably just reinvest that. Make sure that it makes sense and it's more of like almost residual and kind of a guarantee that you're gonna close a deal every month or every week or whatever it may be. And then at that time, decide, hey, I'm done working this 9-to-5, I'm done going to school, whatever it may be. Just so that way you kind of have that safe keeping in mind. Because what would be worse is if, let's say you close 2 deals, quit your job, and you're unable to close any more deals after that. So you really focus on building up your database and building out a fat pipeline. Basically what I mean by this is have a lot of seller leads that you keep bringing in while you're closing these deals, and follow up with these seller leads, because eventually they'll probably want to sell their house at a deep discount to you for you. So what I would do is just keep building up this pipeline, maybe have hundreds if not thousands of seller leads inside of there, just all of these different deals that you're working in all these different time points, and be able to have these deals close over time as you quit your job or whatever it may be. And even you could, if you are working a full-time job, sometimes you can ask for like part-time hours if you're really taking this serious and maybe you've closed a deal or so, just so that way you have a little bit of money coming in, and then it's able to help you make a lot more sense with your decision, as like you can kind of start leaning off the hours and putting more and more hours into real estate wholesaling. But the most important part of all of this is that you need to be taking massive amounts of action. The only way that you're gonna get results is to go out there and take action on the material that you come across. You can do all the research all day, whatever you want, but the problem is you won't get any results till you take action. So try to make that first step forward if you haven't already, and just keep working on becoming better every single day. have that more long-term mindset. It's not gonna happen overnight, but as time goes on, you're going to be able to build up this database and kind of guarantee yourself some deals. Because the worst thing that could happen, honestly, is if you get like extremely lucky and close a deal and have no idea how to replicate that again. Obviously, you're gonna have to do a lot of backtracking, but it's a lot better to kind of do this over time, and by the time you close your first deal or you get results, you feel like you've put in the work to be able to easily replicate that and do it over and over again. So with that, wholesaling real estate, you're gonna be easily able to take over your full-time job. It's just a matter of consistently getting those results. So I really want to emphasize that you take action and spend every second of the day that you have available to keep working on the business and becoming very obsessed with it, so that way you can get the quickest results out there and have the knowledge to be able to, like, okay, let's take action on this. You get to this point, okay, now let's get this answer for this problem that we have. And it's honestly like a big game. The more that you treat it like a game, the easier it is for you to kind of be excited about it, become obsessed about it. And this is kind of like your day-to-day life game. Even when you're at job or when you're at school or whatever, the more that you're kind of like thinking about the business and just excited and passionate to be able to get done with your job, so that way you can work on your part-time job, those are usually the types of people that I see get the most amount of results. So really, at the end of the day, do whatever it takes, watch a lot of videos, and then quit watching a lot of videos and take action. You'll be able to get a lot of success. So anyways, also one more thing I wanted to mention in this video is, I apologize for the quality lately. I've just been working on a lot of different things, so I'm putting a little bit less effort into the production quality of these videos, but I'm bringing a lot of value forward with some of these different like topics that I've been talking about lately. So maybe in the next like week or so, you'll probably see it start to go back to where I have it on the tripod and everything, and we can have a good setup. But I've just got a lot of things going on lately. So if you guys want any specific videos you want me to make, let me know. Feel free to shoot me an Instagram on DM. I might not make it, I might make it if it's a good topic. And I love hearing you guys' responses in when you guys send me messages and everything. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys. A little bit shorter of a video, but I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.